Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm VR Stuntman. We're going to have another take on round 8 of the Nismo Super Leggera Masters League at vrroom.org. I've had one go at this and the audio went very funny. I've got no idea why. It wasn't me doing silly voices, I can assure you. So we're going to have another go at recording this and see how it turns out. So this is round 8 and we're at the Nürburgring, gloriously sunny here in the Eifel Mountains. Once again, Scale Breaker is on pole, Jordan second, Stuntman third, very good qualifying by Stuntman. Slash is fourth, Mustard fifth, then it's Ansera, Loki, Genobi and BK. So before we start this race, I'd just like to give a big thumbs up to our two race marshals. All the races at VR Room are marshalled, so we've got the two marshals just checking that the drivers are behaving as they should, not cutting corners, and they're also ready to call yellow flag safety car if there's a major incident that requires it. So anyway, let's get on with the action. So we're going to ride on board with Stuntman in third. Less experienced than the two guys behind him. That's Slash on the left in the blue car and Mustard on the right with the yellow one. So these guys will be keen to get past Stuntman as soon as possible. Oh, and they're going for it straight away. 3 abreast as we turn into Castrol, the first turn, and Stunt is just about holding his position. Slash trying to go around the outside. It's an awful long way around the outside here though, and Mustard is going to try and take advantage of that. Look how close they're racing, but all nice and clean so far. And it's still Stunt, but Mustard is nicely placed as we come down to turn 6. All the cars are on cold tyres at the moment, so they're not quite up to speed. The driver's having to adjust for that. Slightly lower level of grip, and Mustard has got a great run through forward curve, turn 7, and coming up to the Dunlop hairpin. Mustard up the inside, Stunt gives him room, and they're going to run 2 abreast all the way through here. Beautifully done, no touching, and Stunt holds on to his 3rd place. Can't last much longer. Oh, there's contact further back. Let's have a look. That's BK. No, it's Loki has just been off. We'll rewind. So this is coming out of Dunlop. BK's got a good run on us. Loki on the outside through the Schumacher S. There's a bit of contact there. It's very, very difficult to run 2 cars through there because it's almost flat in these cars. Anyway, we'll go back on board with... Let's go on board with Ansera. There's a bit of a gap ahead of us, behind us, so we'll look ahead. He's on the back of this Stuntman group, and it looks like Mustard is nicely placed here. Mustard in the slipstream, down the inside and through. Let's look at this on board with Slash, and as they run 2 abreast through the exit there, Slash gets a good run and he's up to 4th, but Mustard and Slash then have finally got past Stuntman, but they've dropped quite a bit of time doing that. Will they be able to catch Breaker and Jordan, who are 1st and 2nd? Let's ride on board with Jordan. I haven't covered the 2 leaders. They've been running in this order all the way through. It's Breaker by probably half a second or so from Jordan at the moment. Doing very good lap times. Going to go on board with Ansera on the back of the group now led by Mustard. Looking at Stunt, he was a bit slow through there. Good run for Ansera. He's got the inside line, he's nearly fully alongside. Stunt brakes very late, leaving room for Ansera, and it's Status quo is resumed. And Sarah with another run here, but I think Stunt is also in a slipstream, so he's not going to get past down into the hairpin. So we'll go on board with Slash. Oh, and he runs a bit wide. Runs wide coming out of the Dunlop hairpin, loses speed. You can see Mustard pulling away from us. Oh, and another small mistake. Had to come off the throttle there. And Stunt is back through. So small mistakes from Slash. And now he's got to pass Stunt all over again. Okay, through bit curve. The next corner is completely flat out. It's Hatzenbeck. And Slash on the outside, surely no way through. Oh, he's braking very late, or is Stuntman braking early? They're two abreast through the chicane. Small contact. Big sideways moment for Stunt, but Stunt holds the place. So now 2 laps complete. Gonna go back on board with Jordan. He's got a good run here. Breaker forced to defend into turn 1 Castrol. Jordan trying to go the long way round, but it is a very long way round there. These two guys have raced each other a lot. They know each other's driving inside out, and they can race really close and really fair. Everybody in this room racing fair. Oh, we've got some action. I'm going to go on board with Ansera and have a look at that. It's Slash and Stunt again. So this is Ansera coming down this straight. He had a bit of a run on Slash coming out the last corner, Coca-Cola, but Slash was in Stunt's slipstream. And Sarah chucks it sideways into Castrol there as Slash tries to run around the outside of Stunt. And they're still side by side. No touching. And another corner side by side. This is great racing, but it's slowing them up somewhat. Is Ansera then with the run? Can he take advantage? Ooh! And what room given once again. Lots of tyre smoke. This is an epic battle going on here. So where should we go next? Let's have a look on board Stunt. His car. We'll go back to the reverse view again. Oh, big lock up. Slash looking to the inside. And Stunt coming up through Schumacher S, not quite flat. Oh, and Stunt in the gravel, and he loses speed. Slash gets a run, and behind us Ansera in the gravel as well. Ansera lost a lot more time than Stunt. Stunt loses a place to Slash. Ansera has lost one to Genobi and another one to Loki. So very expensive for him. So let's go on the front view of Stunt. Oh, and we're side by side with Slash again. See Slash on the left as we come up to the chicane, and Slash is through. And Slash is off. So, having got past Stunt for the second or third time, he's dropped behind again. This is on board with Slash. 3 laps complete now. We're starting lap 4. I'm going to go and have a look at Ansera because Ansera is on the tail of Loki. Loki defends, Ansera on the outside. Oh, and off. So fortunately there's hard stuff there, no gravel. Ansera losing some time. Right, we're going to go on board again with Slash. On yet another, he's going to have another attempt to take Stuntman. Through turn 6. down to the forward curve here. One of the things about this track is a lot of the corners have gravel right by the exit, so if you run just a little bit wide, you can end up putting two wheels in the gravel and losing a lot of time. See Stunt and Slash there, almost going in the gravel, but you need to use as much of the track as you can, and again clipping the apex. Slash nicely placed now, up to bit curve, and in the slipstream, and I think we're going to see another run through Hatzenbeck and a outbraking manoeuvre into the Vidal chicane, and Slash is up the inside ahead, and surely that's job done. And this time he makes it stick, he doesn't run wide on the exit. Going to go back on board with Jordan, because Jordan has got a run on Scalebreaker, and Breaker hugs the right hand side of the track, defending hard. Jordan later on the brakes, bit too late perhaps, and Breaker resumes in the lead. Oh, something's gone on here. Let's rewind just a little bit. This is on board with Slash, coming up to the first curve. Big lock up, block both front wheels, and runs wide and almost in the gravel there, and loses the place to Stuntman again. So Slash has it all to do once more. In the meantime, Mustard is getting away. Mustard pulling comfortably clear of these battling cars in a rather lonely third place. So all going wrong for Slash in this one. Right on board with the leaders again. Jordan has spent nearly the whole race riding the rear bumper of Breaker. Oh, really rides it there. Coming up to the Schumacher S, it's so easy to make a mistake here, particularly when following another car, because difficult to pick out your turning in points when all you can see is the rear end of the car in front. This is one of the few corners you can run wide at and not end up in the gravel. But this one, critical not to go off there. Absolutely critical, and Jordan has a run. Good exit, good slipstream, and Breaker being forced to defend. Jordan trying to go the long way round. Has to turn really tight in the second part of the Vidal chicane, and because of that, so has to slow right down. So another failed overtaking move there. And we're going to ride on board with Slash. Now Slash has lost a place to Ginobili. Let's go back and see where that happened. So this is coming up to the Schumacher S. Still on lap 5, and Slash just runs it into the gravel, and that costs you 10-15 miles an hour, and Ginobili straight past. So Ginobili's been hanging around on the back of this Stuntman Slash group for a while, just waiting for a mistake, and the wait has paid off, and he's up to 5th place. I'm going to fast forward again to where we were. This is Slash now, with trying to take that place back from Ginobili. Down the inside, brakes nice and late, hits the apex, beautifully done, and it's Slash back up to 5th. I really thought Slash would be battling Mustard in this one for 3rd, but he's had a few mistakes, and it's cost him a lot of time when they're all added up. So let's go on board again with the leaders. Could really have stayed with the two leaders the whole of this race so far. They've been nip and tuck, but we've been trying to catch the action further back as well. So Jordan going for the outside down into the hairpin. It's a long way round, and Breaker just moves him up the track a little bit, and Breaker holds that place. Very, very close behind through the Schumacher S. Oh, and a slight kiss to the gravel for Breaker, but Jordan runs into the back of Breaker and loses the extra speed he had. So it's still Scale in the lead, but he's defending. Now surely Jordan's got a good run here. This must be a pass. Bit of a slipstream. Didn't get a huge slipstream there. Through Hatzenbeck, and Jordan in the lead. We go on board with Breaker. Breaker breaks late and makes the apex and is back through. So Breaker leads again. Let's go on board with Jordan. So close coming out of Coca-Cola. In fact, probably too close, because he can't stay in the slipstream long enough. That means Breaker is still in the lead, and Jordan chucks one down the inside. A little bit of contact, but good racing there. That was forceful, but not over forceful. Now we're back on with Breaker, and he's immediately looking for a way back pass. Oh, and he's chucked it up the inside in the Mercedes arena here, and they run side by side, but Jordan holds his line, holds his nerve. This is now Breaker getting a good run through 6 into Ford. Breaker a little bit tidier than Jordan at this stage of the race. He's got a good slipstream. He's going to try and make the move down into the hairpin. Slightly later on the brakes, again runs Jordan up the track, and Breaker is back through. This is lap 7. We're halfway round it. Jordan's attacking back, 2 abreast into the Schumacher S, and great driving there. Neither of them went off. They didn't touch each other. And both of them live to fight another day, but Jordan is now back to second. Just give Mustard a little bit of airtime here. He's had a pretty lonely race once he got past Stuntman early on, and he's just been putting the laps in. Stuntman in 4th, Slash here is 5th. This is Genobi in 6th. He's not far behind Slash, but just dropping back a little bit. Loki 7th with his damage, and Sarah is in a very lonely 8th, and BK bringing up the rear again with damage. So let's go on board, or having a look at the 2 leaders. This is Jordan as they cross the finishing line, and well, not the finish line, but the start-finish line, and it's the last lap, and Jordan is making a move again up to the Mercedes arena, and it's neck and neck. Jordan all over Scalebreaker, trying to go the long way round. Scalebreaker takes a very, very defensive line. Go up, we're right on board again. Jordan is running out of opportunities here. Probably only 2 realistic chances to pass before the finish. This is the first one coming up to the hairpin, and he's not really close enough. So, but Scale runs wide, and that gives Jordan a chance. They're running side by side up to the Schumacher S again. Jordan on the outside and behind. He has to give way there. so close, but what he really needs to do is to get a good exit from bit curve, which is the next right-hander. He wants to be just a little bit back, but exiting the curve with good speed, and he's exiting with good speed. Perhaps a bit too close though, because you need the slipstream to get the extra run. Here he is, he's got the slipstream. Breaker defends the left, Jordan just taps Breaker and loses his extra momentum and tries to go around the outside, and oh, it all goes wrong. And we're just going to flip to Stuntman, who's caught Mustard over the last couple of laps and got a good run through the final chicane, forcing Mustard to defend. And Mustard does defend and gets a good exit. Meanwhile, Breaker has taken the win. Jordan a second or so behind after that mistake at the Vidal chicane for the last lap. Mustard finishes third, Stuntman fourth. This is Genobi, he's just finished sixth behind Slash. Loki seventh, and Sarah just coming up to finish now. And BK, the last man across the line. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this race. I certainly have. I hope the audio has stayed clean all the way through. I'd like to apologise to Slash for showing so many of his errors, and hope to catch you again soon. I've been VR Stuntman. If you've enjoyed this video, check us out at vrroom.org.